I want to say something real quick. If you guys saw that picture with Bam in front of FL Studio, I just want you guys to know I edited that. That was not real. I think a lot of people thought it was real. I purposely lowered the resolution of the picture. How old school music magazines lied to us.
In the summer of 2018, an old school magazine company wrote to me inquiring if I would review a synthesizer. When I asked if I could be 100% honest, they said, quote, "Focus on the positive."
This is why they don't send me gear, man. This is why they stopped sending me plugins even, man. They usually don't say this, but this is what they want from you. That's what helps sales. They want you to review it to give them sales.
And that got me thinking. Focus on the positive.
I ain't gonna lie, Noir. This shot is pretty washed out, dude.
What's that supposed to mean? Old school magazines. Oh, how we love them. But back then, there was heavy gatekeeping. Magazines had an entire team dedicated to putting together.
I ain't gonna lie, I never read this shit, dude. I'm a nerd. I'm not this much of a nerd, though, all right? I'm not reading about synthesizers in a magazine. You're a party pooper? You think they're gonna send you anything? What do you mean by that? No, I'm not, dude. I'm fun. I'm fun. What do you mean?
Marketing teams to advertising teams. When asked to focus on the positive, it got me thinking, just how honest were these old magazines in a time where transparency wasn't a given?
Bro, you know what's wild about this? So I was looking at, I think it's Music Tech. They give like every fucking thing an 8, 9, or 10 out of 10. Every single thing, dude. It's 8, 9, or 10 every single time. And most of the time it's 9 out of 10. I mean this like in the nicest way possible, Music Tech, because I like you, but you got to be more critical, man. 10 out of 10. Archery Pigments 5. 9 out of 10. DJ Studio 2. Don't even know what that is. 10 out of 10. Cubase 13. It keeps going, dude. Like, it's always 9 or 10 out of 10 every single time. 8 out of 10. PreSonus Airs Pro 8. They Nintendo Power, all that shit. Bro, like, how bad does something have to be for them to give it a 6 out of 10? SSL 4KE plugin, 9 out of 10. They gotta be more critical, man. This is not working for me here. Minimal audio swarm reverb, 8 out of 10. To them, there's nothing bad. I can keep going though. 9 out of 10 from Sonable. EQ, I don't know. It just keeps going. Just take my word on it. Everything from them is 8 or 9 out of 10. Weaver content 2 out of 10. Quality streaming. Can you please come on, man? Can you give me the Music Tech review? I need the Music Tech review. I don't need the real review, man.
When I was a kid, I loved reading through these magazines. Electronic Musician.
Not looking too stoked to be on the drums there.
Electronic Musician, Keyboard Mag, Recording, Mix Mag. A quick browsing of Wikipedia's list.
What the fuck is Snoop Dogg doing in Mix Mag?
Of music magazines.
You know they paid him to show up for that, man.
Results in a list of hundreds, most all of which the physical versions no longer exist.
Like they say, man, Snoop Dogg will show up anywhere there's a paycheck.
I went to a
So far, this is awesome, Noir.
dozen magazine stands in Los Angeles looking to find one music magazine, and they're just not there. That time has passed. These days, without gatekeepers, reviewers can be as cringe or as honest or downright scathing as the creator.
What the hell is this, dude? Did you film this for this video? That's probably from a different video, right?
Downright scathing as the creator wants. There's no team, there's no editor-in-chief to say, focus on the positive. I racked my brain trying to remember a time I read a non-positive review in an old school mag, and I just couldn't. So I bought every issue of Electronic Musician magazine from 2002 and read every review to find something that wasn't focusing on the positive. Here's what happened.
Were you actually reading these magazines back then? Like, I was not. If anything, I was reading like gamer magazines, maybe skate magazines.
Back in 2001, guess what also came out? Ableton Live version 1.0.
Wow.
I'm surprised so much of Ableton has retained its look until today.
The design of it being used for live performances also, they had like a good idea with it. There's not really a way to do it differently that's going to be that much better. You know, like it's based around an idea. So I don't know, it kind of has to stay the same. That's exactly why I picked up Ableton. You can do live performances with it. I don't know, I remember just seeing like Glitch Mob or like Flying Lotus doing shit like that. And I was just like, damn, that's fucking sick. And you can make music in it too.
Here's some of the best
sleep?
tech according to them in 2002.
Hey, I get my sleep, all right?
3 cheers for
Just
our
stupid.
33 favorite new products of the past year. Okay, let's check them out. Oh, it's an ad. Okay then. Pro Tools version 5.1 sporting brand new Beat Detective.
This kind of reminds me of Gamergate a little bit.
And Propellerhead's Reason version 1.0. Incredible. The biggest limitation of old school magazines was the very format they are.
Dude, fucking Reason, man. I need to take a breather after seeing Reason. I remember using Reason 4. That's as far back as I went. Reason 4.
Arrived in. Let's take, for example, this review of the Novation Supernova from the December issue, 2002. Lots of descriptive words and adjectives about the synth, but no sounds. There were no links to websites with sound examples, no extra CD attached, just some words.
I still think Reason's really good. The main reason I stopped using it was VSTs. Like, it just didn't have VST use. Thor, I always thought was really good. The good things about it are also the bad things about it. Like, I always like the sort of like freedom of being able to plug things into other things and program things in it, if that's the right terminology. But that's also part of the issue with it, is that is the same thing. While that's really cool, it also makes it kind of difficult to do simple things.
As an adult now, in the age of detailed YouTube reviews, this whole reading about how something sounds feels bizarre. But those were the times. In 2002, I know for sure getting my hands on a synth like this in a store near me was impossible. So I guess I just have to take the article writer's words for it and place my order. In this way, this whole experience makes me feel like old school magazines were just a gigantic ad. Sometimes I could flip through.
Bro, I mean, YouTube is the same way now, man. Good luck finding a review of something that is not the same way. So many people want to make sure they get sent a new version of something for free, that they're in the loop, that they're gonna, like, you know, they're gonna pull some punches.
In the January 2002 issue of this magazine, with 188 pages, 79 were full-page ads.
That's why we need more plugin police. Bro, it's just a lot of work, man. And there's like not like a lot of room for growth with it. Like a successful plugin police video is like 20,000 views, whereas, I don't know, doing like a video essay about some producer or something, that could be like a couple 100,000 or something. I feel kind of shitty saying that, but like that's kind of my biggest problem with doing like plugin reviews at this point. It's like a lot of work for not a lot of money.
That's almost 50% of the magazine, and I'm not even counting half-page or almost three-quarter-page ads. It's all ads. That said, some ads were pretty cool.
42%?
2000's edgy attitude ads. Look at this. Save trees. How original. And this one, it's easy to make it look different, but difficult.
I mean, I wouldn't say plugin police is not fun. It's just, I mean, it is kind of tedious, though. It is a bit tedious. I do kind of enjoy the news a bit more because it's like, there's definitely more jokes to make because there's so much goofy ass happening.
Check out these centerfolds.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Let's pause it there a little bit longer, man. Hold on a second. Let me just screenshot this from my folder. Maybe do plugin police for Patreon? Maybe. I don't know. There's like a lack of time. Like it would have to be like less edited or something. Or like maybe like, you know, like kind of just like one of those like gifted hater type things where it's just like guy in the corner just talks about a thing.
Nice. So back to
okay, you had the same thought there. All right.
No question at hand. Were old school magazines only focusing on the positive, only showing products in good light and telling me what I wanted to hear? Obviously, as I wasn't there, I can't say for certain. But I read through every full review and review in the quick pick section, and there was never a product that was given a score lower than a 2.5, which is objectively neutral, not bad. Most every review has a cumulative score of 4 or above, and not once was there heavy criticism of a product or its failing, or given a 2.0 to any category really outside of
Shills! Goddamn shills!
Except one review that was actually given a 1.5, but hilariously,
the major
complaint about this was there's too many ads. How ironic.
You mean reviews are just ads? Always have been.
Well, only a small sample size, I mean a year's worth of magazine reviews from one magazine, I never really saw anything but positive everything, neutral, very, very little. Nothing critical outside of small suggestions, whether that had to do with the hand-in-hand relationship of old school magazines giving out reviews for the very same
Echo the Dolphin? Man, oh man. Ooh. I mean, YouTube is full of low-quality content. Always has been.
Gear companies that also paid for full-page advertising side by side those articles is for you to decide. I loved old school magazines, though. In a time before gear videos on the internet, magazines were cool as heck. It definitely got me to read more as a kid, at the very least. but I'm sure it also made some of you love gear to a probably unhealthy level.
AI generated. Wait, AI generated. AI generated. Simpsons did it.
I don't know if the term gear acquisition syndrome existed at the time, but when your entertainment is reading about things you'll most likely never be able to afford instead of making music, it probably wasn't helping. That said, not everything was an advertisement. Old school magazines had some great articles, and I enjoyed learning things, even if it was much less efficient than YouTube.
Oh, it's all bad gear. It's all bad gear.
Is nowadays. I look forward to getting these in the mail each month, though at the time, I felt I still cared very little about gear. I just performed, I made music. No piece would make or break my setup. It was just cool to look.
They released a proper DAW for Xbox or PS5, it would sell hard. Yeah, it would probably be bad though.
Look at the pictures and daydream. Thanks for watching, guys. I hope you liked the retrospective on old school magazines. Remember to playlist my tracks on Spotify. Like, subscribe, follow me on Instagram and Twitter. I'm out.
That was cool. I like this video. Yeah, I guess my only real critique is like, I mean, I don't know if it's an aesthetic choice or not, but yeah, they're just pretty washed out, at least in comparison to the other shots, indoor shots. Really, really great video essay style. Different topic too from what I've usually seen. Mastering guaranteed to give you that big label sound. $375. What the? Oh, that's a full album. Okay, I was gonna say make sure to support Noir if you have not. Sub, follow. Watch the full video again, leave it running, you know? Make sure to check out his full video if you have not. I only played about a half of it. It will be linked in the description. I'll see you guys next time.
The Bang Incorporated.